Hello friends, I am Rajneesh and today in this section we shall be understanding how to implement SASL authentication mechanism in LDAP. So we shall be using GSS API mechanism of SASL to authenticate against LDAP. This is a kind of Kerberos authentication. In case we already have a ticket granting ticket, the application service will be able to provide us the ticket, and every time we are making a query we are using LDAP search, LDAP modify, LDAP add or LDAP delete, we will not be asked for the password in case we have appropriate privileges. So SASL is a connection based protocol, or it's not a connection based protocol, it is a kind of authentication protocol that is applicable to connection based protocols. It could be SMTP, it could be LDAP, it could be FTP. So let us see how it works. The first thing that we have to do is we have to check out the LDAP server or the directory server whether it supports SASL mechanism. So here we see that it's displaying nothing. So presently the directory server is not supporting any SASL mechanisms. The command to check it out is LDAP search -x -D bind dn for the config database, -w password, -b blank, and -s scope base supported SASL mechanisms. In case you get blank, it means it's not supporting any of the SASL mechanisms as of now. So to support SASL mechanism we must have appropriate libraries installed. So we'll install yum install SASL Cyrus SASL GSS API. Second thing that we have to do is we have to create a file under /etc SASL2 named as slabd.conf, and we have to put these contents: pw check method, it will be auxiliary auxprop, and auxprop plugin that we'll be using is SASLDB, and mechanism is GSS API. We'll just save it. The second thing that we have to do is we have to get the service key in some key tab. For example, in our case it will be ldap.key tab. We just deleted it and we'll recreate it. Here we can see that we already have a principal corresponding to ldap/ldap1.linuxcbts.com. In case it would not have been there, we would have to create it. So it's already present, so we'll have to just add it to the file. So it's added to it, we'll just quit. So how will LDAP service come to know where the key tab corresponding to the service is? Where is the password for this LDAP service? So it's specified in /etc sysconfig LDAP, and at the bottom you can see that there is a variable krb5 underscore kt name. Here we'll specify the location of the file and we'll export it. These two lines were not present in /etc sysconfig LDAP. I added them previously, so please have a look at the variables krb5 underscore kt name, the path of the key tab, and export this variable. Save it. slabd restart. Now it says that /etc openLDAP LDAP.keytab is not readable, so let's mark it as readable. Now keytab will be loaded and the LDAP service will be aware of its password. Kerberos server knows the password of every service. Now see what are the supported SASL mechanisms. Here you can see that GSS API is now supported. Fine. LDAP service knows its private key. Kerberos knows its key. One more thing that is to be done is this directory server should know which is the ream it's going to connect to and which is the host on which we have this ream present. So for that I have already created a file, that is tmp.sasl. So we have to add these attributes: olc sasl host. In present scenario, it is ldap1.linuxcbts.com and ream is linuxcbts.com. So just add it. Key destroy. Now I don't have any key, any ticket granting ticket. I'll just try to get a new one. And here you can see that I was able to use GSS API. Here you can see that SASL GSS API authentication started. Username was rcval, and here you can see my details. UID is so and so, and cn equal to linuxcbts.com, GSS API, cn equal to auth, and LDAP search -x for plain simple authentication, and without anything means GSS API. So the SASL mechanism is working fine, and we are using a GSS API mechanism to authenticate against LDAP service. Thanks for listening. This is Rajneesh signing off for now.